Hi folks, hope you're enjoying your weekend. Just going to do a quick 5-minute eye test pod, having just watched Man City beat Everton 3-1. So team news first of all. The big news was Raheem Sterling was benched by Pep Guardiola. I thought Sané was more likely to be rested in this one, but it turned out to be Sterling. But as we know, he came off the bench and it only took him 2 or 3 minutes to get on the score sheet. So probably a 6-pointer, I would imagine, for Sterling. So captainers will be happy enough with that. Mahrez played instead of Sterling. KDB and Aguero were on the bench. KDB came on for about 15 minutes towards the end. For Everton, they set up with 3 centre-backs. So Keane, Mina and Zuma all started the game in a back 5. They did change to 4 at the back just before the hour mark. Coleman came off and I think Zuma went to right back then, so they changed to more of a 4-4-2 when they were trying to chase the game. Calvert-Lewin played up front. He started the game, so Richarlison was back on the wing. Richarlison had his chances. I started Richarlison this week, even though it was a tough fixture. After about 15 minutes, he had a great chance. Digne put a great ball in and he volleyed over the top. He had another great chance second half as well. So on another day, we could have had Richarlison points there. So I think it probably was, I don't really regret my decision to play him because he had chances to get in on the points in that game. Walcott was benched and Idrissa Gueye missed out for Everton through injury. So that was the team news. Set pieces, corners for Man City, they were shared by Gundogan, Sané and Mahrez, and Digne took at least 1 corner for Everton. So I mentioned Richarlison had a big chance to put Everton 1-0 up. That might have changed the game if that had gone in. Digne picked up a yellow card first half. It was pretty poor defending. He got caught with the ball over the top and he fouled Mahrez, so it was picked up a yellow card, but he did go on to get the assist for Everton's goal. He put the ball across in for Calvert-Lewin's header. It looks like Digne may even sneak a bonus point. I just had a look right after the game and he's joined 3rd, I think, for bonus, but he could miss out. But it'll be interesting to see if he does get that bonus point, having been yellow carded and conceding 3 goals. So let's see what happens there. Digne looks a great option. I think it's Spurs next, but after that Everton have a great run of fixtures and he's definitely He's on my radar for the next few weeks after that next game. Anyone who owns Michael Keane and who started him this week, it's probably not many people, but you have to thank Jordan Pickford because Keane almost scored an own goal in the first half. It was a good save from Pickford to deny that one. So Gabriel Jesus scored a brace and Leroy Sané got both assists. So Sané is an unbelievable player. He's a joy to watch, and every time he gets the ball in the attacking third, he looks like he's going to do something. I didn't really enjoy watching the game, not owning Sané, because he could have had even more points today. And anyone who's had him in for the last few weeks have been reaping the benefits of that. So he looks a very, very good option. He looks pretty safe in the team on that left side of the midfield because there's nobody really else, I don't think, that Pep trusts out there. So again, another player I'm thinking about, as well as Sterling. What else do I need to mention? I think that's most things. So Sterling came on in the 65th minute and he scored in, I think it was the 68th. So he wasted no time. He does what he does best, got himself into a goal-scoring position. And it was a great ball in from Fernandinho to find him. So Fernandinho got the assist on that one. It was just, I knew when Sterling was coming on. I was pretty happy at the start of the game to see him on the bench as a non-owner, but once I seen him coming on with 20-25 minutes to go, it was just inevitable that he was going to get on the score sheet, really. He's on fire this season. It was great to see him get on the score sheet as well. I'm a Man United fan. I never like to see City winning, but it was good to see Sterling get on the score sheet after the abuse he had to suffer last week. KDB, as I mentioned, got a run out, so maybe we'll see him starting against Palace. So he's another one now to throw into the mix in the Man City midfield. Just makes things even harder for us as FPL managers with all the options there. I think that's everything covered. So enjoy the 3 o'clock kickoffs. I'm probably not going to watch the 5:30 game today. So the next eye test pod will probably be for tomorrow's games.